Hey, good morning, good morning. I'm not at all sure that I am up for live streaming here. No makeup and cars going by, but it's the only quiet place. And it's not so quiet. I mean, it's quiet in the house actually because no one is up and milling about, which is kind of actually strange here, but anyway, it is what it is. So um if you are up at this early hour, say hi. If you're watching this later, say hi. Hey, hey, Lisan. Um, so anyway, um, I'm here in West Virginia, beautiful, beautiful West Virginia, um, where I grew up for my 30-year high school reunion that I went to last night, and it was it was good, but you know, confronting as high school reunions can be. Hey, um, because I think high school is a time where a lot of us try to be something that we're not in order to fit in, or we don't fit in, and it can be like really confronting to come back to that when you're an adult. And it's kind of interesting because I have all the different friends who I'm talking to, and they're all talking about how, like, they're not talking about anybody else. They're talking about their worries about other people judging them. So, but as we were coming into town yesterday, we had a 10-hour drive. And actually, it's supposed to be an 8-hour drive. We got caught in some weird traffic, as usually happens on your way to West Virginia. My husband mentioned that he's like, we're driving into, I feel like we're driving into the cyclone, by which I think he just means crazy, because like West Virginia it is almost heaven, but it is, if you're from here, like, I don't know, even if you're not, I guess it can be family and just, like, I don't know, it can get crazy. Usually crazy in a good way, but things are just always happening and people are going here and there and stuff, and I'm like, you know how you survive, right? You know how you survive the cyclone. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy, like, you don't survive a cyclone. I'm like, and for me, I was thinking it's the same way of the blood moon, because a lot of people were coming up to me like the energies are so intense because of the full blood moon, the eclipse, all these planets in retrograde. And I always find it interesting because to me, that's like, the answer is just to let go, right? It's not, it's actually the point in time where you just like lock in your intention and then let go of the how, which is basically what you're supposed to do all the time, right? Just do what you're called to do. I get that. I get the hating high school. Um, Actually, it's kind of funny because when I was in high school, I hated high school, but most of the people that I actually, really, all the people that I have any contact with, like last night, everybody there is just really fabulous and really, really nice. After 30 years, I guess things change and we all just, grow up and whatnot. But oh gosh, I went back off on track there. But yeah, letting go, like, because if there's a cyclone that's blowing you around this way and this way, and you're tense and you're trying to like hang on, I feel like that makes it so much actually harder to, you know, to get to that outcome, because you're resisting that magical word again. So right now, like with the energies, I feel like the way that I am handling high school reunion weekend is the same and wonderfully so, since it is blood moon weekend. The same way to handle both of them, right, is to just choose the energy that you want to be, step into being that person that you want to be, claim that energy, and then just let go of worrying about the how. Of course, if you get an intuitive hit, like this is something you should do it. But like otherwise, lots and lots of self-care, lots and lots of letting go and not worrying about results and what's going on. And keeping your commitments that you've made to yourself. Because I think a lot of times people are just like, that's it, Mercury's retrograde, or there's a full moon, I just will go into my cave for the next however long and I'm done. And like, here I am, high school reunion weekend, I'm in my parents' house, full moon energy out, and I'm no makeup out here talking to you on my porch. Oh my gosh, this will have to be somewhat short because my battery may die soon. So if I if I die on you, that's what happened. But I committed to doing these live streams at least 4 times a week. So I just had to step up this morning and share with you guys what I was thinking about. Letting go is like the easy way, right? I guess letting go is not Lisan, you're gonna have to tell me if I'm pronouncing your name right, because I'm assuming it's a French pronunciation maybe. But hey, you did the major letting go. She broke up with her boyfriend. And sometimes that can be really, like, I'm sure after 8 years, it's a big change, but it sounds like if you're feeling really good about it, it was perfect timing to let go. And that, like, this time with all the planets and retrograde and all the stuff going on energetically, it is like the best time to let go of anything you don't need. Be it old boyfriends or yay, I said it right. Old boyfriends, old insecurities, old fears, anything. It's a great time to let go, and that's how you get through the cyclone or the energetic storms of life, is just to decide who you're going to be going through that, and then let go of like how to navigate it and just let it all flow. And if you feel wonky, extra self-care, time alone, cups of tea, massages if that's your thing, whatever you can do to take care of you. For me, I have to have my alone quiet time, or I get quite crankety. So that's why I'm out here before everybody else is out and about. And just also for me, nature. And nature is right here for me outside my parents' porch, except for we got the road going by, which isn't ideal, but we've got some beautiful mountains in the background, which I would show you, but it's a bit foggy, so I don't think you could see them very well. But West Virginia is it always feeds my soul when I'm here, because it has such, like, the energy is so beautiful. The mountain air is just and coming home, I guess, for anybody, when you come home to there's a certain like relaxing energy and comforting energy in being home. And then then you can bring up old stories of how you know, people have certain expectations of you at home. I know this hair color was a little confronting for some of my family members, and they wondered if it was accidental. a salon visit gone wrong. And I'm like, no, actually, I chose it. And so, yeah, that's another thing. If you're going through all this stuff, because sometimes interpersonal relationships can get a little bit wonky whenever you're letting go and changing, and I don't know, for some reason full moon brings up all that stuff that's hidden. It shines the light on it. So if the light gets shined on something and somebody like calls you out for being who you are, you can always just say, oh, thanks, but this is what I'm choosing for me right now. And just stay in that. And then also, if you get pulled off kilter, just once you remember, come back to kilter. Okay, that didn't really make sense, but I had that 10-hour drive last night, and then a very short amount of time to get ready, and high school reunion, so I'm a little wonky today. So I'm gonna probably, hey Lori, good morning. I'm getting ready to close this off and hopefully listen to the birds and not too much traffic as I finish my tea, because my phone is gonna die, and I have to mentally prepare for day 2 of the high school reunion. But alright guys, have a magical day, and I will see you soon.